Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'll be reviewing the movie Ride Along. So, yeah, basically, this movie features its main cast is Ice Cube, the rapper, and Kevin Hart, and the other ones are just extras. The only other three important people will be Tika Sumpter, Bruce McGills, Brian Callen, and Dragos Bookers. It may be Lawrence Fishburne, but whatever. So yeah, basically as review goes, I'll do a quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then I'll rate it, rate it, whatever. I'll give you all guys who don't want to see the review a couple seconds to switch out and watch another video, hopefully of mine. Sorry. Whatever. Done for that. Okay, synopsis. Basically, this is a buddy cop movie, which features Ice Cube's character James Spaden and Kevin Hart's character Ben Barber, and they basically are trying to find this underground drug dealer, gun smuggler type of guy named Omar, played by Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah, and then on the side, like side story, subplot type of thing. Ben Barber, Kevin Hart's character, he wants to marry James Spaden's sister, played by Tika Sumpter, whose name in the movie is Angela Payton. James Payton, Ice Cube's character, sister, whatever. Basically, yeah, Ice Cube's character James Payton is like a veteran cop. For like the past 5 years, I believe it was. They said 3 or 5 years, something like that. And then Ben Barber, Kevin Hart, whatever. He's a rookie cop. He's like he got accepted to the police academy, so he wants to become a cop. And at the moment he was like one of those high school police type of cops. So yeah. So that's basically the synopsis. For a January release, this is actually a pretty good movie because many movies in January are dog shit, straight up. They are dog shit, and this is actually a pretty good movie. Now, it is an action comedy movie, so yeah. The comedy part, it is pretty funny, and it is it's comedic, and it really does make you laugh. But the downside to that is that many of the comedy scenes were actually shown in the trailer. Lucky for me, I never actually saw the trailer, and whatever. It's just one of those movies I wanted to see for whatever reason, but never actually saw the trailer. When I got back home, I actually saw it and noticed, oh, that's kind of a downside. So yeah, that is kind of a problem. They showed too much of the comedy in the trailers already. Lucky for me, I really didn't see that. So whatever. Yeah. And the characters, in my opinion, are well done. For the most part. And yeah, there were 3 major action scenes there. I honestly have to say one of them was actually very well done. The other 2 were kind of sloppy. The writing, it isn't that good. It's decent, but it's not that good. And in my opinion, I found all the characters a little bit annoying to an extent. And I get James Payton's supposed to be this badass MFer, but it's kind of annoying that he doesn't trust anyone. Kevin Hart, Ben Barber, he's like uppity, yeah, let's do this. He just like wants to get into it, and that's very annoying at times. But I get he's the comedic relief, so whatever. And then the other characters, they just seem lackluster and are boring or whatever, but for the most part, most of the characters were interesting. The main characters, like the side characters, they were boring, uninteresting, so whatever. Yeah. I mean, as I said before, really one of the action scenes is well done. The other two are kind of sloppy. I mean, another thing I did kind of bother me a bit is how many cliches there were in this movie alone. I mean, and they attempted, like, I think after like 10 cliches, I just stopped counting. But yeah, forget it. I'm just gonna try and enjoy this movie. And yeah, um, yeah. What was I gonna say? Um, yeah. I mean, the one thing there's two characters that really annoyed me, and that was Santiago and Miggs, played by John Leguizamo and Brian Callen respectively, and they just seemed like they really didn't give a shit about this. They were like there for the money and whatever. And honestly, I think they had the weakest performance of any side character. And now, as for the main character, I have to say it was Tika Sumpter. I mean, she tried. You could tell she tried, but she was very weak compared to the main characters. Um, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could tell. I mean, she was pretty weak for her character. I mean, she was kind of like the damsel in distress at the end. So, you know, that that's another thing that kind of annoys me a bit. Um, yeah, kind of lost my pace again. That's basically all I wanted to say. I mean, the characters, they're very funny. They're comedic. They're well done. Um, a little bit annoying at times. I mean, the writing, it's decent. I mean, it could use some work, but whatever. Besides that, I mean, the action scenes, two of them were sloppy. One of them was good. So yeah. I mean, the comedy was spot on, and the acting was pretty decent. So that's how I can say. And for a January release, it is pretty good. But you still have the problem that most of the good parts are in the trailer. And that kind of ruins it a bit. But again, luckily for me, I didn't see it. So whatever. So yeah, now the rate on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent. I'd have to put this at a 6. It's decent. For a January release, it is pretty decent. And an overall movie, it's still pretty decent. Yeah. Now, is this gonna be one of those the best movie of the years? Best movie of the year? Not likely. Not in a million years. But it's a pretty decent movie overall, and especially for a January release. I mean, I think the only one that, in my opinion, I'm hoping that could maybe be a pretty good release for January would have to be I Frankenstein. I mean, and maybe that awkward moment, but those are really the only two I really have any faith in. Until like February, where honestly, in my opinion, it just seems to be like some of the best movies coming out in February. But that's for another time. But whatever, that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart. Remember to subscribe. I also do movie reviews, comic reviews, TV show reviews, action figure reviews. So stay tuned for that. Besides that, comment below on your thoughts. Have you seen the movie? Do you want to see it? What you think about the movie? You decide. Share on Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, Vine, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it. This is Daniel Mart signing off.